On matter, Mormonism believes a couple things about matter. They say matter cannot be created or destroyed. Okay? That comes directly from Joseph Smith. God himself, our God, any God, the far back gods, the first God, whatever, cannot create matter, Joseph taught. They cannot be Christian. We believe that God created all things. Mormons say no. He did not create matter. They also say that matter cannot be created or destroyed. They also say that matter is eternal. They also say that matter, anything that is real is made of matter, and anything that is not real is not matter. What they're saying is there's no immaterial matter, meaning spirit is matter, is what they say. It's a heavy concept, but their topic and doctrines of matter are very important because they lead back to the way they view God, who was a man at one time, has a body of flesh and bones, and he had a father who had a father and a father. Why? Because matter has always existed and it just continues to move forward in different forms.
We can start with a basic example, Ephesians 3:9. It says, God, who created all things by Jesus Christ. God created, katizo, all things, pas. What does this Greek word pas mean, and how was it used in the ancient language? How far should you take the interpretation of this Greek word within the context of creation? Are there limits on the extent of which you can push its meaning? Interestingly enough, if you go to a concordance and look up this word, you may find a kind of disclaimer describing how taking this word too far can lead to biblical contradictions. Some examples are often given. One of the examples given is found in Matthew 3:5-6, which reads, Then Jerusalem was going out to him, and all Judea, and all the district around Jordan, and they were being baptized by John in the Jordan River, as they confessed their sins. It would be extreme and nonsensical to assume that every single person in Judea and the surrounding area were involved here. An even more ridiculous extension would be to assert that the rocks, shrubs, trees, streams, and building structures were confessing and being baptized. I submit that ex nihilo theologians want to make equally absurd extensions in other biblical verses concerning the creation of all things. That was an example of pas being translated as all. How about some examples of structure which is translated to all things? And these come from multiple New Testament authors. 1 Peter 4:7. The end of all things, pas, is at hand. Be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer. Now, it really isn't the end of all things, right? There are a lot of things that continue to exist. 1 John 2:20. You have an anointing from the Holy One, and you know all things. Now, they don't really know everything. Clearly, we should not understand that they became omniscient. John 21:17. Peter said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Now, it really is understood that the Lord knows all things. I mean, the Lord knows everything. But even then, there is an exception, which is given in Mark 13:32. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. The Son does not know the hour of the second coming. So technically, even in that case, there are limits on the meaning of pas.